Francesca Evans with the latest local news, sport, weather forecast and what's on this weekend in the Lyme Regis area. Lyme Regis Regatta and Carnival Committee has reported that it raised £17,000 during its summer week of events. The total represents £2,000 more than last year and will be distributed to local good causes later this year. Regatta and Carnival Week came to an end last weekend with the annual Carnival procession, which was well supported by both those taking part and those watching along the route. Local businesses, clubs, organisations and families took part in the event, sporting fancy dress from Father Christmas to Barbie. The procession rounded off a week of events which also included a spectacular firework display, torchlight procession, the wacky wheelbarrow race on the seafront and many competitions and games for children. The Woodruff School in Lyme Regis has said it is delighted with its latest A-level results. Results were collected on Thursday by students who had sat formal examinations for the first time this year, following 3 years of disruption caused by the coronavirus pandemic. The results represent performance in line with the outstanding pre-pandemic levels achieved by Woodruff students, and the school has congratulated all pupils on this well-deserved outcome. Head teacher Dan Watts said he was immensely proud and amazed by the resilience and perseverance shown by students in the recent challenging years. A man who reportedly threatened 2 people with a gun in Charmouth was arrested last Saturday morning. Police and the ambulance service were called to the village following reports of a man with a gun suspected to be in need of medical treatment. During the incident, it is alleged that he threatened 2 people. A major search operation was launched and the man in his 50s was eventually arrested for possession of a firearm in a public place. He has since been released on bail and was taken to hospital for appropriate medical attention. It has been a week of unusual accidents in Lyme Regis. A yacht attracted much attention from residents and visitors last weekend after it broke its mooring and was beached near Cobb Gate. The yacht, named Oberon, was moored offshore in the bay but broke its mooring and drifted to the beach in strong winds on Saturday. It was eventually refloated and taken on to Brixham at high tide the following day, thanks to a mammoth effort by local harbour staff, fishermen and boatmen. And on Wednesday, part of Woodmead Road was closed after a runaway van crashed into a fence and was left precariously balanced over a dropped garden. The van is said to have suffered from handbrake failure and the driver was not injured. Police and fire crews attended the scene. Award-winning Lyme Regis photographer Richard Austin has opened an exhibition of his work spanning his 40-year career. Having recently retired following a successful career as a news, sports and wildlife photographer, Richard opened his exhibition at the Jubilee Pavilion on Marine Parade on Wednesday. It includes local landscapes and shots of animals, royalty, sports stars and other celebrities, as well as some of the biggest news stories he has covered. The exhibition will be open every day until Saturday, September 30th. The local football season gets underway today with Lyme Regis facing a tough 4 opening matches. The Seasiders kick off their new campaign with a trip across the Devon border to meet old adversaries Colleton, always considered to be one of the club's bogey sides, following a string of disappointing results in recent years. In what new manager Kev Turner has described as a baptism of fire, Lyme's first home game is next Saturday against Devon and Exeter League champions Alphington, followed by an away trip to former champions Lapford, who have rejoined the league, and then a home fixture against Elmore Seconds, who are also expecting to be challenging for honours. Turner has been pleased with Lyme's pre-season performances, but they will line up today without a number of players, including the influential midfielder Callum Garrett. Lyme Regis reserves have also performed well in pre-season games, with an excellent 3-0 win over Beaminster reserves and a good performance on Friday night at home to Chard reserves, losing 5-3 but against a team that play in 2 divisions higher. The Resis, now jointly managed by Steph Taylor and Mark Bailey, start their Division 3 fixtures next Saturday away to Broadclyst. Up Lyme have also impressed in their pre-season games and this week booked a place in the semi-final of the Reg Eglon Cup with a 5-2 win over Perry Street, with Ethan Matthews, a new signing from Lyme, scoring 2 of the goals. Charmouth don't start their fixtures in Perry Street Division 1 until September 2nd, when they will be away to Crewkerne Rangers. Meanwhile, cricket continues and Up Lyme and Lyme Regis maintained 4th place in the Devon League C Division East following an emphatic 8-wicket victory at home to Sidmouth Seconds last weekend. Up Lyme won the toss and put the visitors into bat. Only 2 batters, James Doherty and Ollie Pugsley, put up any real resistance and Sidmouth was skittled out for 133 in 35 overs. Bowling honours for Up Lyme were shared by Preston Hillis and Lauru Abiwick-Rama, who claimed 3 wickets apiece. Up Lyme knocked off the required runs for a 20-point victory for the loss of just 2 wickets, with Hillis and Tyler Wellman both hitting 40. Up Lyme stay in 4th place in the division, just 9 points behind 3rd placed Ottery St Mary. Today they travelled to bottom place North Devon Seconds, where maximum points could see them move to 3rd spot with just 2 games left to play. 4 friends have raised £1,300 for Macmillan Cancer Support by taking part in the charity's longest day of golf in Lyme Regis. Jake George and Will Richards and Jake Collier played 4 rounds of golf in one day, walking almost 25 miles and completing 50,000 steps, playing 72 holes over 12 hours. Friends and family gathered at various times to show their support, provide food and drinks and walk the course with the team, as well as golf club members wishing them well throughout the day. Each member of the team has been affected by friends or family suffering with cancer, and they wanted to take on this challenge to raise money for a charity that is close to all of their hearts. Tonight, the Marine Theatre will host a classic soul and Motown party night with Soul Kinda Wonderful, with doors opening at 6:30 p.m. Meanwhile, slightly further afield, Bridport will host its annual carnival procession at 7 p.m, and back in Lyme, the Nag's Head will hold its weekly live music night from 9 p.m. On Sunday, the Lionesses take on Spain in the much-anticipated World Cup final, which will be screened at the Nag's Head from 11 a.m, followed by a barbecue. And if football's not your thing, a bike and trike show will be held at Lyme Regis Football Club from midday, and the Marine Theatre will host a free open mic afternoon from 2:30 p.m. A cloudy start to Saturday with more sunshine expected later in the afternoon, and there may be a few light showers on Sunday morning, again brightening up throughout the day. Temperatures are set to reach highs of 20 degrees. Thanks for watching LymeOnline's weekly news bulletins. You can visit our website to stay up to date with the latest local news and sport throughout the week. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, or subscribe to our free weekly newsletter to get the top stories sent straight to your inbox. Have a great weekend.